Good morning everyone, Karen back with you. I thought I would jump back on and spend a bit more time with you in the lead up to our relaunch of the Lead the Field coaching program. Today I want to share with you another little reading from the lesson on greener pastures and just share it with you a little bit and take a few minutes to talk through it, and it'll get you thinking about a few different things. And if you would like to join me for this coaching, just have a look under this group under favorites. Good morning, Jeanette. Nice to have you here. Just look under the link under favorites and you'll see the link for Lead the Field coaching program. But today I want to talk to you a little bit about the greener pastures lesson and just do a little bit of reading from this lesson with you, and then sum it up with with 12 points that will give you some value and a few things that you can think about and apply to your personal life, your work, whatever it is that you're doing right now. And like I say, if you'd like to join me for the new Lead the Field coaching, we're starting on Monday. We're running it for 4 months up until the end of June, and there'll be 8 live calls with me as well. So congratulations to all of those 7 people that have already enrolled. I'm super excited to be working with you, and I hope that if you're watching this now, you'll also make that committed decision and come and join us too. It's going to be so great to get everybody back together, and particularly those that might have had a bit of a break from coaching with me who've decided to come back. So welcome back. I can't wait to have you in a program again with me. So I just want to share a little bit from this lesson on greener pastures. You know, often sometimes we hit roadblocks in our personal lives, in our business, and we think, should I be doing something else? Is this still really, what you want to be doing? What other opportunities are there for us? Even in work, whether if you work for somebody else or you have your own business, you start to think, well, where are the opportunities? And this lesson is really about thinking about where those opportunities are and having a look at the way in which you're showing up to attract those opportunities and create those opportunities for yourself. So I'm just going to give you just 2 pages out of this lesson, just talk a little bit about it. Let me know what you think on the video. If you're here watching, leave me a love heart or hashtag replay. I really appreciate it if you can do that, because it helps with the Facebook algorithm so more people in the group see the video and know that it's here. We put a lot of great content out, so if you could take just 1 second to engage with it, I'd really appreciate it, because it'll help everybody else see it and benefit from it as well. So remember these words: no man or woman can become rich without enriching others. Anyone who adds to prosperity must prosper in return. That's just such a beautiful thing to remember. If you're adding and contributing to the life of another person in whichever way, shape or form that is, then you must also receive more prosperity for yourself. It's the law of cause and effect. It's how it works. So if you think about wanting to increase your wealth or increase your prosperity or have more good flowing to you, think about ways in which you can increase your service. Where you are right now, where you are right now is the opportunity. You don't need to change jobs or start another business or do anything else. Where you are right now is your opportunity to create change. Often people will be working with me, or they'll be asking the question, they know they want another job, they know what they want to get out of this business or start something else, what do they do? And I would always say, my advice is exactly the same every time. Use where you are now to create a better life. Put the energy and the good into the role, the job, the business that you have now, and you'll be greatly rewarded. You will transition. There's no question about that. You'll attract the next thing that you want, but the opportunity is where you are now. Think of ways and means by which you can increase your contribution to your company, your industry, and those whom you serve. You'll begin to notice a wonderful change in your world, for as ye sow, so shall ye reap. Now, we're talking there, he said, your contribution to your company. Remember on yesterday's call, I was talking about the business of you, the corporation of you. So you can also think about that. There is the business of you. There's you, your life, your family, your friends. You don't have to be in your own business to really benefit from the Lead the Field coaching program. It's about you and you becoming more aware than yesterday how to bring your best and how to be the most effective human being you could possibly be. The minute you adopt this attitude, you've joined the top 3% of the people in the world. You've virtually removed all competition. You're creating rather than competing. You're affecting life rather than being affected by it. I mean, that's a sentence that you want to remember. Like, do you want to be affected by life, or do you want to affect life? Do you want to be the one always reacting to the circumstances around you, or do you want to be... Good morning if you're watching, or if you've just joined. Let me know in the comments if you're here, or hashtag replay. So we're just talking about how to take advantage of the moment. This doesn't mean that you have to have your own business or be working for somebody. This is about you fully squeezing everything out of every moment by bringing your best and being the most effective human being that you can be. And I think that the way Bob Proctor lived his life right up until he transitioned, he was wanting to be the best of himself. He was studying every day. He was learning, he was growing, he was setting goals. He was thinking about how he could raise his level of awareness, how he could become more aware. And that's how you want to live your life as well. The minute you adopt this attitude, you've joined the top 3% of people of the world. You've virtually removed all competition. You're creating rather than competing. You're affecting life rather than being affected by it. You are becoming a creator and a giver to life instead of just a receiver. By taking this attitude towards your work, your company, your industry, your family, you're automatically taking care of two vital parts of successful living. First, you'll find yourself becoming more interested and enthusiastic about your work and your days and its future, and both interest and enthusiasm are contagious. And second, you're building financial security which will last a lifetime. So keep this thought in mind as often as you can on and off the job. Somewhere in your present work, there lurks an opportunity which will bring you everything you could possibly want for yourself and your family. It will not be labelled opportunity. It will be hidden in common everyday garments, just as was the hairpin with which a man fashioned the first paperclip, or the dirty drinking glass which triggered the paper cup industry. Now, in closing, here are 12 points to remember. Now, if you want to join the Lead the Field coaching program, just go to the favorites tab, or have a look under this video in the comments for the link to enroll. Make a committed decision and join. This is just one of the amazing lessons, and I'm just giving you a little sneak peek into this lesson on greener pastures. Number 1, if we'll develop the wisdom and patience to intelligently and effectively explore the work in which we are now engaged, we will very likely find it contains the riches, tangible and intangible, we seek. This is why I know that you don't need to be doing something different than what you're presently doing. Now, if you don't love what you're doing, you've got to have a look at your own attitude. You've got to have a look at your purpose. You've got to think about, how does what you're presently doing align with how you want to live your life? And if there's a gap there, then decide to change it. But the grass is not greener somewhere else. You can make the best of anything, anywhere you are. Point number 2, before you go running off into what we think are greener pastures, let's realize our own pasture is probably unlimited. 3, there are no bad jobs. It's the way in which we go about our work that makes it good or bad. Point number 4, let's not poke ourselves into jugs beyond which we cannot grow. Let's avoid self-limitation. 5, only preparation can ensure our taking advantage of the opportunities which will present themselves in the future, opportunities which are around us now. Let's begin to prepare now. And see, this is a really important point, because you've got to be aware. You've got to be locked onto a goal. You've got to know who you are and where you're going and how you want to live your life, to be able to notice the opportunities, to be aware of the opportunities. Then you've got to have the self-confidence, the self-esteem to act on those opportunities. And we're just going to go so much deeper and really lock in on that in this Lead the Field coaching program, in particular, over the next 4 months as we do this in 2022. 6, put your imagination to work on the many ways and means of improving what you're now doing. Now think about that. Think about what we said yesterday, taking an hour a day to stop and really think about what you're presently doing and how you can improve what you're doing. You're guaranteed to have a page full of ideas and steps and action things that you could be doing that create a more fulfilled, enriched, happy life. That's my purpose, to help you create a more fulfilled, happy, enriched life. feeling completely in control of your mind and creating the results that you really want. 7, learn all you can about your job, your company, and your industry. 8, since there is no limit to the growth of your industry, it must follow there is similarly no limit to your growth potential within that industry. 9, our dynamic and growing economy needs and will well reward the uncommon person who prepares for a place in its growth. I mean, think about this. Whether you're in your own business, whether you're working for somebody else, just imagine the benefits that if you made a committed decision and you decided to jump in to lead the field with me, what just this lesson alone, studying it for 10 days, could really do for your work, let alone the other 11 lessons that go with this program. It's absolutely phenomenal, and you should most certainly make a decision right now today to be there. Don't let any circumstances, the time and the money, anything slow you down. All of that is just paradigm. All of that is old self-image. All of that is logic. Just go for it. Click the link and enroll. 10. Begin to build your library of reference material pertaining to your company, industry, job, and on how to better serve and get along with people. 11. Set aside an hour a day for this study and research. And 12. Remember the story of the acres of diamonds. That's another story that is a very powerful, life-changing story that we share and study in the Lead the Field coaching program. You know, I just read another chapter on another video that Bob Proctor has written about the gap between knowing and actually doing, knowing and taking action. So it's not enough just to know this. It's not enough just to hear it once. It's not enough just to study it. We have to move into action and take what we know and back it with the action that deserves to go with it. And to do that, you want accountability and support. It's helpful to have accountability and support around you when you're doing that, because it can feel scary, it can feel new, it can feel different. But that's where the breakthrough possibilities are. That's where the quantum leap is made. And that is what is necessary in this new economy in 2022, where you can really break out and make a name for yourself and lead the field. You have to be able to do that. You have to be able to adapt. And as Buckminster Fuller said, build a new model that makes the old model obsolete. So I'd encourage you right now today to click the link on this video, go and enroll yourself in the Lead the Field coaching program, make a committed decision that you will be there with myself, with Bob Proctor, with Sandy Gallagher on those videos, that you will really immerse yourself in this and commit to bring your best for yourself, for your family and friends, for your company, your own, or where you are presently working, and the world at large. Because my goodness, more than ever before, the world needs people just like you to bring your best every day. So click the link and go and enroll in the new Lead the Field coaching program today.